I'm really excited, guys. I really, really am. So, and then I lost my train of thought. Oh, so I saw this really good thing where, you know, everybody so much, they start this business and they're like, oh, I can't work because I'm in a lot of, like, I'm in school, right? So they point to school. They say school is the reason I can't work. Or, you know, I work a full-time job, or I have kids. That's the reason I can't work. They point their fingers, right? Well, look how many fingers are pointing back at me. 3. So while I'm pointing my finger at something else and blaming that something else for the reason that I can't do this and I can't, you know, just do all the things that I need to do, I have 3 fingers pointing back at me at the same time. So I need to look inside of myself to figure out what's really going on and really self-reflect. Okay. So I want to thank you all so much for June. It was so much fun. The momentum that's going on right now is so crazy. They said we had a better June than we had in May. Like our sales and stuff were better in June than we did in May. And that's never happened in the history of our company. So that's so exciting. You know, we're breaking records, guys. Like that's amazing. Okay. So I really want to like continue to run with the momentum that is, you know, still in the company. And guys, if you run out of momentum, all you have to do is just create more. Okay, the fire comes from within, but if you're not staying close to the fire, yours is going to dull out. So showing up to Zooms like this, showing up to the family call, our team calls that we do every Wednesday, those are also important for making sure that the fire inside of you stays lit, right? All right, so everybody have their pen and paper. I'm going to make you guys talk, but also like kind of in the beginning, you guys are just going to like answer in the chat. Unless like, I mean, I would love to actually like hear your guys' voices. So like, I'll let you guys know like when we're going to open it up to talk and when to put it in the chat or whatever. Okay. Don't mind me. I'm eating apples. Okay. Got your piece of paper. At the very top, I want you guys to write July game plan. Because we're coming into July. Okay. So, and I'm going to do this alongside you guys. So I'll be able to like share also to kind of like, because y'all know I'm super open. So I have no shame at all when it comes to sharing things that I need to be vulnerable about. So hopefully that helps. So the first thing I want you guys to write down is your why. What is your why? Why did you get started? What is your why? And once you guys are done, I kind of want to have this set up just like the journaling Zooms are. When you guys are all done, just put in the chat done. If you don't have a piece of paper, write it in your phone, the notes in your phone. I am recording this also. So, but write done in the comments when you are done. What is your why? Once I get, how many people are on 5, 6, including myself? And guys, the funny thing about your why, the funny thing about why you joined, it's going to change. It's going to change, right? Because your life is going to change. So for me, you know, and I'll just go ahead and like I said, just get started. And then if you guys want to share yours, so down with it. But my why when I started, and it's going to sound really selfish, my why was me, right? I started this business because of me, because I wanted more and I wanted to do better for myself. So you know, I started for me. And then, you know, over time, the longer that I was in the business, like guys, my 5-year anniversary was yesterday. I've been in a long time. My life has changed a lot in 5 years. Okay. So, you know, over time, my why turned into Alex, my husband. I started doing a lot of this for him. I started doing it not just for him, but for our future kids, our future family, our future life. Same with my dogs. Y'all, my dogs eat better than most people. And I started this business so I could pay for that. Right? So, you know, what is the reason you started? What is your why? Right? Write down your why. Once you write it down, Deanna, you're so annoying. I'm recording, guys. So like I see some of you are like in the car. Like obviously I want you guys to be safe. So I am recording, and you can get on, you can get the recording, or I'm doing this again at 3:00. Okay. So the first thing we're writing right now, get a pen and piece of paper or your phone notes, and just write along with what we're doing. Okay. Awesome, Ashley. Cool. So first thing you guys are writing is your why. That's awesome, Megan. That's so exciting. Buying a house. Guys, wanting to be able to save for your future, right? I was literally preached to in high school, like, when you graduate high school, you got to go to college and you got to do this. And now I'm in like $60,000 worth of debt. I don't want to be in debt. Does anybody else want to share theirs if they're done? You can unmute yourself too if you want to.
I can tell you my why.
What?
I can tell you my why.
Go right ahead.
For my family to pay off, well, not to pay off, but to be able to pay for my bills, and still have money left over at the end, and to just become a better human being.
I love that.
And like help other people better themselves.
I love that. That's awesome. And I know too, Deanna, like, I mean, because I know you personally, obviously, but like, y'all got debt.
Dude.
Right? So like, you guys want to pay off some of your debt. That's a reason to start, you know? You can't really get very far in life and save money when you still owe people a bunch of money. It's like, it doesn't really make sense. Yeah, take care of your kids, you know, be there, be the one to do it. Extra income while in school, paying off debt, you know, help your significant other work less. Dakota, I love that. Be independent. I love that. Guys, we don't learn, we're not taught how to do anything other than what society tells us to do, right? Like I said, I was literally preached to in high school to graduate, go to college, and get a job. That's it. Nobody asked me, literally nobody asked me what my dream was. What at the end of the day, before I went to, like when I was going to bed and I closed my eyes, what did I dream of doing? And I'm going to get super vulnerable. Guys, I've always dreamed about being a mom. I've always wanted to be a mom. And I want to be the mom that's home with my kids all day. Okay, so like that's for me. I'm like, I'm going to stop now because I'm already going to cry because like it's that time, y'all, and I just can't. I'll lose it. All right. But anyway, so like that for me was always my dream, but nobody ever asked me that. Right. Spending more time with your kids. Those are awesome whys. Okay. Those are awesome whys, guys. I love it. All right. So next thing I want you guys. How much income do you want to make extra a month? A, $200 to $500. B, and just put it in the chat. When you hear, it's A, B, or C. When you hear which one's yours, put it in the chat. A, $200 to $500. B, $500 to $1,500. Or C, $1,500 or more. Deanna got C. B. You guys need to hear him again. C. Kendallin, love it. C. Awesome. All the money. Okay. And it's not just about money. And that's where the next question leads to. What specifically is that money paying for? I want to know specific things. Write them down. Specifically, what is $500 extra a month going to pay for? Is it going to pay your car payment? Is it going to pay, your rent? Is it going to pay, what is, whatever that dollar amount you chose, what is it going to pay for? You guys can either put it in the chat or you can just write it down and say done if you don't want to share. Student loans, awesome. And for things like debt, guys, when we're thinking about debt, if you don't know how much debt you're in, you're never going to pay it off. You're never going to pay it off. You don't know how much debt you're in. Okay. I know I'm in $67,000 worth of debt. $67,000. Thank you, higher education system. Thanks, mom and dad. Okay. $67,000. If I didn't know exactly how much debt I was in, how do I know how much I need to pay it off and it not take my entire life to do so? Right? I don't want to take my whole life to pay off my debt. I want to pay it off as soon as possible so I can live further on. So if you guys are saying debt, how much is that $500 going to go towards debt? How long is it going to take you to pay off your debt? Those are all things you need to think about. Okay? Car insurance, gas, food, diapers. Guys, a lot of you on here have kids. This extra money can literally pay for those simple things, because that $30 or $40 pack of Pampers that you're buying with your money now, you can put that into savings, and that's going to add up. Savings, guys, yeah, putting money into your savings. You need to know how much you want to save and how long it's going to take you to get there. Having that game plan, write it down, look at it every day. Okay. So now we're going to get more into like the nitty gritty now. And I'm excited about this. Okay. Hi, Nikita.
Hey, girl.
So I'm recording, but what we're doing is we're writing things down. If you don't have a pen and piece of paper, just use the notes on your phone. And you guys can either put in the chat or you can like unmute yourself to like share or whatever. Okay. All right. Next thing, what did you not do in June that you have to do in July? What did you not do? You what?
I got the answer to this question.
You knew it so fast. Go ahead. You can give me multiple things.
I'm going Ruby. God.
You didn't go Ruby. There you go.
I did not go Ruby. I'm going Ruby in July.
Okay. So break that down a little more. What were some things?
I'm gonna get two more distributors.
Yeah.
I'm going to get minimum 5 to 10 host to post up a day.
Mm-hmm.
Especially 10 to 15 on my days off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to actually do more messaging, because that's the one thing that I did not do in May and June that I could have done more of.
Yeah. And we're going to talk more about like non-negotiable tasks later, but it's good that you're able to identify that I didn't do it last month and that's why I didn't get what I wanted. And this
I second that.
And you want to know what, guys? This isn't just for the business too. Okay. This can literally apply to anything in life. Hold on, y'all. They're like, I gotta mute myself. They're coming to clean the freaking dryer bin.
Who's that precious little baby?
God damn, y'all. He like slammed my front door. Like, y'all know when they say like, oh, the electrician is going to be there from, you know, between 10 and 6 p.m. That's kind of what they did with this dryer vent cleaning thing. I don't know. But anyways, sorry. Okay, so anybody else, what didn't you guys do in June that you need to do in July? Oh my gosh, excuse me. Sorry, I burped.
Become Ruby.
Boom. She claiming it, y'all. Dakota just signed up. And she's claiming Ruby. I'm all about it. All about it. All right, what are some like specific things? You guys can put staying consistent. Yes. Guys, shut up. Staying consistent. What about personal development?
Yep.
When was the last time, and I'm asking everybody this, when was the last time you fully dedicated yourself to doing personal development every day? Like doing a personal development task consistently. If you weren't, you better start. Because your business is only gonna go as far as your mindset as it is right now. Right?
I'm determined. I'm so determined.
And that's great. And that's awesome. And I'm so excited. A full hour of journaling. Dude, that's awesome. Actually, I think I saw you on Cheyenne's. Yeah? Were you on it this morning? I saw you. It was quick, but it was good. Guys, at 10 a.m. every single day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, there's a journaling Zoom that you can literally get on and it gets your mind right. From reading to journaling to exercise. Those are all such good things to help you grow your mindset, okay? All right, so staying consistent, I love all those things. All right, so this kind of goes into the next thing, right? So you've already identified what you didn't do enough of. Now I want you guys to tell me 5 things that a presidential diamond does and has that you don't. Not just money, but like has as in like motivation. They have, I mean, yeah, they got money, but you know, they have motivation. They have, you know, what do they have? Consistency. They have passion. What do? They show up.
They have reputation.
But reputation's built. Anybody can have a reputation.
Yeah.
Right? So what are they doing that you could do? That you
Professionalism, like the way they make their posts, like kind of like you with the lighting and the edits. And
yeah,
like
but I mean, that all comes with time. I want you to think deeper than that. What do they do deeper than that? It all goes back to personal development too. everything that you see in those posts or everything that you hear people
Believe
talk
in
about in
themselves.
Zooms, huh? Everything that you hear, you know, them talk about in Zooms or all those things, are all, sorry, my like thing is doing something weird. Every time someone is unmuted while I'm unmuted, I like get this weird noise. But so if you guys want to talk, just unmute yourself. I'm sorry, I have to be difficult. So everything that you hear that you're like, oh my gosh, that sounds so wise. They know all the things. No, they don't. They just listen to the right thing, and they listen to enough of it to where they could regurgitate it to you and you thought it was their idea. It's the same thing. Okay? 5 things. Honestly, the most important thing that every single presidential diamond does is they show up. They show up for their business. They show up for their families. They show up for themselves. Y'all, if you have kids, and I'm specifically speaking to those who have kids, if you have a child and you are not giving to yourself, then how the hell are you going to give to them? If you aren't pouring into your own mind, if you are not growing your own mindset and doing personal development every single day, how are you going to give to Kaiser? How are you going to give to your kids if you're not even giving to yourself? You can't pour from an empty cup. And your kids are going to take a lot out of you. They do take a lot out of you. But listen, I bet you if you guys, you know, if your kids are old enough, I'm going to beat this dog. I'm really not going to beat him, but he needs to stop barking. Kaiser! Anyways, if your kids are old enough, sit down with them and just be like, look, mommy has to work during this time. Okay? While you guys are watching your cartoons or while you guys are playing or you guys are doing your thing, mommy needs to work. Obviously, if you got a little precious little nugget like Dakota has right there on her lap, you can't really sit him down and talk to him like that. But babies sleep, y'all. And they sleep a lot. And if they ain't sleeping, they're chilling sometimes. Like it just depends, okay? You know your kids, so you have to have those hard conversations and make a schedule amidst the chaos. If you have a toddler like Deanna, okay, she's got a toddler, y'all. So does Riley. Riley has a toddler. You can't really sit a toddler down, and they don't really like schedules all that much, okay? They're a little crazy, drunk, tiny people all the time. They like to fall over things, all right? But if you woke up a little earlier and stayed up a little later and were more intentional with the things that you were doing while they're napping, while they're eating, while they're in the bath, then you could make it work. Those are all things that I'm telling you guys all these things. How do I know that? I don't have a kid. So how do I know? Because I've seen top leaders do it, and I've seen top leaders talk about it. All right. So those 5 things that you wrote down that they're doing that you're not doing, go do those things. Go do them. Make it work. Okay. All right. Let me find where it was. All right. What do you guys feel like you can't do? What rank seems unachievable to you? Like when you look, so for me, when maybe not so much anymore, because I feel like, 5 years, y'all, I got it. But when I used to look at people like Jade Hooper, or I used to look at Cheyenne Knox, or just any of the top leaders, they literally looked like unicorns. They looked like unicorns. I didn't think they were real people. They're not any.
I still think they're unicorns.
They're not any more special than we are. They're real people. Same with the Dunns. Y'all, I've sat at a dinner table and ate pizza with Joel and Stephanie Dunn. To some people, that would blow your mind. but they're just normal people. Okay, so what rank to you seems like you can't do it? Put it in the chat. I more so want you guys to put it in the chat right now, because this is something that I know is going to be hard for some people. But what do you feel like you can't do? What rank do you feel like you cannot reach? It could be something big. It could be something small. What rank do you not feel like you feel like you can't reach that rank? Triple. Triple's scary. Diamond. Okay, I like that. Guiding others. You feel like you can't guide others. That's a valid fear, hands down. It's you know, it's scary to feel responsible.
I thought Ruby, I was not going to be able to reach Ruby at first until I got my first customer, and now I'm determined. Now I just think I can do anything.
Because you can, right? Okay, so I want you guys to think about that thing you feel like you can't do. The task that you feel like you can't achieve, the rank that you feel like you can't get to. The reason you guys can't get there is because you think you can't. Because your mind is predetermining the outcome of something you've never done. So all of you that are afraid of Diamond and Ruby and leading others, you've never done it before. So why do you feel like you can't do it if you've never done it? You just learn. You just learn how to do it, and then you get it done. There's no right or wrong way. Carla, if I could tell you the right or wrong way to lead somebody, I would. But guess what? You just gotta figure it out, you know, because everybody's gonna do it differently. You know, I literally had it come up on my timeline. What is it? Your memories or whatever. I had it come up on my memories today that this day in 2017, I was boxed in for Diamond. If you guys don't know what that means, is when you're boxed in for a rank, that means you have all the distributors, but you need the volume. I was boxed in for Diamond in 2017. I didn't go Diamond. I did not achieve the rank of Diamond until March of 2019. It took me, and it was not with the people that I originally had the boxes filled with. Okay? I can't teach you guys how to lead people. You have to figure that out on your own. Doing leadership exercises, personal development. I'm literally going to preach it until my face turns purple. Leadership, guys, there's literally personal development specifically for learning how to be a leader. And the very first thing that is taught to you is understanding that it's not for you anymore. Once you start getting a team underneath of you, your success is no longer the most important thing. Because if you help others understand their potential and their ability to achieve success, then your success is inevitable. Okay, that was really hard. That was a hard pill for me to swallow, y'all, because I'm really red. And for me, I'm money, 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 money. Carla, I know you're red too. Okay, and again, y'all remember my why, right? My why was me. So imagine how hard it was for me to learn that in order to be successful, it wasn't about me anymore. I had to grow, and I had to get uncomfortable, and I had to kiss some booty cheeks that I didn't want to kiss, but guess what? I did. And now I get to love on my team, and I get to do all the things for them, okay? When I used to look at a Diamond chart, when I just went Ruby, March of 2016, I went Ruby, guys. Took me 9 months. I'd look at a Diamond chart, and I legit wanted to throw up. Legit. There's so many boxes, y'all. And I went Ruby when Ruby was 5 people, not 3. Okay, so they redid it all. But if that rank scares you, if looking at that chart scares you, Look at it every day. Memorize it. Know exactly what you need to get there. Okay? If teaching people how to be successful and learning duplication, consume yourself with learning how to be duplicatable, and then just lead by example. Does that make sense to everybody? I feel like I'm okay. All right. If it's scary, just do it. Because eventually it's not going to be scary anymore. It's like taking off a Band-Aid. Literally, it's like taking off a Band-Aid. If it's scary now, imagine 3 years from now. You're going to have a whole new set of fears. Okay? All right. That later. Okay. So now we're actually going to get to like our game plan for July. I feel like we've really we've tackled where we are, why we're here, and what we want to do better at, right? Does everybody feel like we've gotten to that place? Or have I got like really off topic like I always do? No? Okay. All right. Y'all just got to reel me back in. All right. So July, okay, let's talk about it. There's 31 days in the month of July, okay? We get an extra day because Jesus loves us. And he said you get 31 days in July, but not June, which makes no sense, but whatever. So I'm really excited. Every Wednesday, as you guys know, we do a team Zoom every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern. I have a speaker scheduled for every single Wednesday in the month of July. So I need you guys to show up for your dang business. Okay? Amen. Thank you. All right. So I have a speaker every single Wednesday. I want you guys to be present. I want you to show up. I want you to ask all the questions and do all the things. Okay, they're taking their time to literally talk to us, and it's so freaking incredible. And they're all double. All of them are double and above. So like they have their own team, and they're taking the time to do this. So that is out of the way for July. I already told you guys I'm changing the way we're doing our group chat, the way we're doing our team page, all those things. Okay. What is your goal for the month? I want you to look at the month of July as a whole. It doesn't have to be a rank. It doesn't even have to be business related. I mean, I'd like it to be somewhat applicable to the business, but what is your goal for July? And you can have more than one. You can have more than 1 month long goal. Something that by July 31st, you did it. You can sit there on July 31st and say, did it. Check. All right. What are they? Give me some month goals. You guys can put in the chatter.
Louder?
You what? What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to read the 2 Rachel Hollis books. I want to finish the first one and read the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to enroll no less than 10 customers this month. Well,
Okay.
July, because it's still due.
10 customers. I'm with it.
I want to beat my other month, because my other month top is 9. So I want to go 1 more.
Sign more than you ever have. Carla said 2 DTs, go executive, bring enough volume to go Ruby in August. You have 1 DT now, right? No? Okay. Oh, doesn't work? So does that dream, and Dee and I can ask you a question, does that dream scare you? Does going Ruby, or I'm sorry, does signing 2 DTs and getting volume, does that scare you? Ruby scares you. Okay. Then go Ruby. Okay? Because the only thing stopping you from going Ruby is you. And I'm talking to you, Red, because I know you're Red and I know you can take it. The only thing stopping you from going Ruby, you already have 1 DT. She got volume under her? None. She has no customers. All right, that's fine. You could still use her box, and we can do a private Zoom and talk about this later. I don't want to take up too much time, but you can sign 2 DTs. Say you sign a bonus third one. There's your 2 top lines, stack under that third girl and get volume and your Ruby. And if you can do it, then you can teach those girls how to do it, and then you're Emerald. And those 3 girls will teach them, and then you'll be Diamond. It's duplication, and if it scares you, do it. Okay, I know I've seen so many times where they're like, if your why makes you cry, then it's big enough, but if it doesn't make you cry, then your why is not big enough. That's bullshit. If your goal does not scare you, then it's not big enough. You should write down on this piece of paper something that when you write it, it makes you literally want to throw up. And you may not know how the hell you're going to get there, but if you want it that bad, it doesn't matter. Kendallin wants to sign 3 DTs who truly want this. Okay. Guys, if you're not being the distributor that you would want to enroll, then you're not going to enroll that person. If you want somebody who's hardworking, who's dedicated, who's teachable, who's present, who's passionate, then you need to be all of those things if that's what you want to attract. You think I wake up every single day and I want to do all the things? No. I woke up this morning and I was tired. I wanted to sleep. I wanted to go back to bed, but I didn't because it's the last day of the month and I had to stay up. But if you, at the end of the day, cannot honestly say, I would enroll myself, then fix it. That makes sense, right? You attract what you are. So Kendallin, I love you, and you're not red at all. So I'm going to try and say this as nicely as possible. Be what you want to attract. Okay? If you truly want people who truly want this, then you got to truly want it too, boo. You got to do all the things. And I can't wait for you guys to see the stuff that Kendallin made for our team Zooms. They're so freaking cute, and I'm so excited. She's so creative, guys. It's just great. It's so good. And she is so strong in ways that I'm not strong, and it works for her. But Kendallin, you got to get loud. You need to get loud. Because if you're not loud about what you want, how are they going to know? How are they going to know what it is you want? Okay, so that's your month goal. Your month goal should scare. Your month goals should scare the shit out of you. All right? Y'all, I want to go triple. Triple scares the shit out of me. I can't even, and I'm going to be 100%, 1,000% honest with you guys because that's just how it is. That's what I do. I struggle to maintain Diamond. I struggle. But I cannot honestly say to you that I would want to enroll myself. When I'm hardworking and when I'm doing the things, yes, I would. But then I have other days where I'm just not. So my thing is I need to be more consistent. Okay, so my goal for July is not triple. My goal for July is a strong Diamond. And I need to be more consistent. But in order for me to go Diamond, I got to pop a bunch of little rubies. And I have a bunch of people pushing for Ruby and above, but my goal is not about me. It's about helping Deanna go Ruby. It's about helping Riley understand that she can go Ruby. Okay, it's about helping Nikita go Ruby. shit, it's about helping all of you guys go emerald. If Dakota was still on here, it would be about helping her go ruby. And she just started and she's already claiming it. All right. So does that scare me? Yeah. And you want to know why it scares me? Because it's not about me. Because I'm doing something that makes me uncomfortable by putting somebody else above me. I've never had to do that before. I'm not a mom. I've never had to focus more on somebody else's success than my own. So I can honestly say that scares me. It's weird. I don't know. But it's something that I need, because if I want a strong diamond to then make a strong double and then a strong triple, I have to make sure my roots are strong. And your roots are rubies. If you have strong rubies, you'll have a strong diamond and a strong double and a strong triple. These poor men. Yo, shut up. They're just trying to like clean the vents. I don't know. And my dog is like not having it. Kaiser, shut up. All right. So we have our month goal. It should scare you. What's your goal every week? Something a little smaller, right? So your big goal, all right? Your big goal, go ruby, all right? Well, in order to go ruby, you need 3 distributors. Sign a distributor a week, because that'll give you 4. Okay? Our steps to success are 3 distributors and 6 customers. You should be doing that minimum. So what is your week goal? And it could be it's not just enrollments, guys. Okay, so my week goal would be I gotta think. My week goal, I want to finish half a book, because I want to read 2 books a month. I want to finish half a book in 1 week. So that way in 2 weeks, I finish a whole book, right? I want to finish half a book. I want to enroll 2 customers a week and 1 distributor every single week. I want to work out 4 days a week. Okay? It could be little things like that. Not necessarily just enrollments. But your little weekly goals need to help you achieve your big monthly goal. Right? So what are some things, what are some goals outside of enrollments? Outside of enrollments, what are some goals that you guys have each week? And it's okay if you don't want to share, as long as you're participating quietly. You can be quiet, but you gotta like do your stuff. I have another one. Every week. I want to have private Zoom calls with every person on my team that wants to go ruby. Every week. Yep. Tuesday through Saturday, I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. That's a goal for me every week. Tuesday through Saturday, 5 a.m. And we get on Zoom. And Deanna will make sure your butt is up to do it. Because Deanna's done it like every day the past like 5 days, even though I told her she didn't have to on a couple of those days. Right? We're showing up. All right, so those are your weekly goals. Everybody got them? Just drop done in the chat when you got them, if you don't want to share. It's fine. Fasting, working out, praying with family. I love that. 10 Zoom every week. Perfect. Y'all, Carla wants to show up to 10 Zooms every week. That means she goes to at least 1 Zoom a day. At least 1 Zoom a day. If you guys can't get on 1 Zoom a day, what are you really willing to do to make this work then? Y'all, I work full time. On my way to and from work, I listen to a total of 30 minutes of an Audible. I don't listen to music. I don't watch TV. Show up more to Zooms. Nikita, please spend more time with Jesus. Amen. Sister, church is opening back up. I'll see you Sunday. Guys, I want to start taking a Sabbath. I need to get myself more solidified in my business, but I want to take a full 24-hour Sabbath every single week. And you want to know who gave me the idea to do that? Top income earners. Top income earners. Take one day a week as a Sabbath. Y'all, that's in our 10 commandments, is taking a Sabbath. Stop. Shut up. Right? Okay. All right. So we have our month goal. It should scare the shiz out of you. You got weekly goals to help you get there. Let's talk about every day. Let's talk about every day. Y'all remember how I said you could sit your kids down and talk to them and tell them mommy needs to work at this time? Well, if you can't do that, what does your day usually look like? Find a schedule amidst the chaos. If you know your kid takes at least, y'all, even a 30-minute nap, praise Jesus, they slept for 30 minutes. If you know they take a 30-minute nap, you better be working your ass off in 30 minutes. If you know your kid wakes up at 7 a.m., you better be waking up at 6. Okay, so I want 5 non-negotiable things you are doing every single day to show up for your business. And we've covered so many of these since we've been on. 5 things you're going to do for your business and for you, right? Personal development, guys, it's not just for your business. It's for you. Okay, so when I do personal development, I read 2 books a month. That's my goal. Remember, 2 books a month. 1 book is for my business. 1 book is for my heart. And then I read my Bible and my devotional every day. Those don't really count. I read 1 book for the business, 1 book for my heart. There's so many books, y'all, for leadership. There's so many books for leadership. There's literally books designed for people in network marketing. Getting up earlier, 10 hosts to post up a day, non-negotiables, perfect. Guys, Tuesday to Saturday, I will be on Zoom at 5 a.m. every day. I know, Carla, you're on the West Coast, so it's kind of hard. That's like 2 a.m. for you or something. So I don't expect you to, but the thing is if you can't make that you can't make that early morning Zoom, get on a late night one, or whatever. Like, find what works for you. All right. What are some other things? What'd she say? Create a schedule. And you want to know what? I love that this was brought up. I love that a schedule was brought up. And I know it's almost 2:00 and I said I was going to do a power hour at 2. And I'm almost done, I swear. But be more consistent. Shauna, yes. Being a product of the product. Plan posts. All right. So one thing I want to talk about, schedules. Schedules, for me, I'm speaking from Caitlin's mouth. They don't work for me. Schedules don't work for me because I can't follow them. I can't do it. I don't like being told what to do. It's just, even if it's myself writing the schedule, I don't like it. Okay. But do I know what I need to get done every single day? Yeah. So because I wake up in the morning and one of the first things I do before I even touch my phone is I write out a list of exactly what I need to do that day. So as the day goes on, amidst the chaos, because y'all, I work full time, I go to school, I don't have kids, but my dogs are really demanding. They like to go outside like 24/7 all the time and make me sweaty and gross. But still, I have a lot of things to do. So by waking up first thing in the morning, doing my personal development, getting my mindset right, making my coffee, and while I'm making it, writing out my list for the day, I'm able to literally have a plan for success. If a schedule is what's going to work for you, do that. But it don't work for me. But I know that because I've tried. So you have to figure out what's going to work best for you, right? What else? I got 15 to 20 hosts to post. 10 is just not cutting it anymore. Create a plan to manage your time better. I love it. I love it. And Shauna, I don't know if you heard, but if you got kids that are big enough, sit them down and be like, look, mom needs to work at this time to this time for at least an hour. Don't bother me. And if your kids are old enough, they're going to understand that. Okay? Kids thrive on schedules, right? We expect kids, okay, 5 years old, perfect. We put 5-year-olds in kindergarten and they go to kindergarten and they follow the rules. They eat lunch at a certain time, they eat snack at a certain time, they play at a certain time, and they do work at a certain time. So if we can expect a 5-year-old to handle a schedule and take the direction that the teacher is giving him, why can't you do it? And I'm not just talking to you specifically, Shauna, but I'm saying in general. If the teacher can implement that schedule, then you can implement one at home as well. Kids thrive. Oh, perfect. See, and you're a teacher. See, you got it. Kids thrive with schedules. They thrive with them. Okay, Deanna and I can attest to this. We work in a psych hospital, y'all, and guess what? The adolescent unit, where we have 13 to 17-year-old kids, works best when we follow our schedule. We have less problems, we have less attitudes, we have less drama. Okay? Same thing in life, right? Especially with all this crazy virus stuff going on. Y'all, kids aren't even going back to school. Can y'all honestly say, and I'm asking because I'm curious, because they actually talked about it this morning on Joel's personal development page. When your kids didn't go to school again, did you actually sit down and talk to them about that? Did you like sit down with them and you said, okay, like things are not going to be how they normally are? Or did you kind of just say, oh, summer started early, right? When I was a nanny, guys, my kids were great because I was on a schedule. I had a schedule for kids that weren't even mine. All right. So if you want it bad enough, make it happen. That's the next thing. You have your 5 things you're going to do every day. Now I want 3 things, a minimum of 3 things that you're going to give up to get to what you want. So remember that goal that makes you want to throw up? What are you willing to do to get there? So let me ask you this even better. What are you willing to do to make sure that your kids have diapers, and to make sure that your kids have food on the table, and to make sure that, you know, all those things, your why? Remember, you guys wrote down your why. What are you willing to give up to make sure that why becomes a reality? You guys don't have to share, but at least put in the chat when you're done, or you can share in the chat.
I'm gonna give up spending extra money.
Okay.
For them to save the most amount.
Yeah. If you want to pay off debt, the first place to start is just, you know, cut out those unnecessary expenses. I'm all about it. I need to do it too. I need to get a budget so bad it's not even funny. There you go. I'm writing it down.
It's a new goal for July. I need to get on a budget.
Who watches TV or listens to music? Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you watch TV or listen to music. One. Look, half of you. 4. Look, 4 of you. 5 of you. 6 of you. You guys watch. Everybody watches TV and listens to music. Okay? Is that making you money? And I get it. I listen to worship music all the time. That's my jam. But I listen to it in a time where I'm being productive in other ways for my business. Okay. So when when I stop like preaching to you guys here, hopefully soon, because I promise, like I said, I'm almost done. I've been talking for like an hour. I listen to music when I clean, when I do power hours, when I'm working, I listen to music. I get so distracted by social media. Okay, so one thing you could quit doing is that mindless scrolling. Right? Okay, so when I know I'm doing something for my business, when I know that, all right, I'm going to sit down for 15 minutes and I'm just going to message for 15 minutes, not do anything else because I have 15 minutes to spare, right? Because I don't have a schedule because my life is chaos half the time, okay? I'll put on music, but when I'm driving in my car to go to work, I do not listen to music. When I walk my dogs and go to the dog park, I don't listen to music. Do I want to? Yeah. When I'm in the shower, I don't listen to music. Do I want to? Yeah. But listening to a podcast or listening to a book or listening to the training that I might have missed or a training that I want to send to you guys, that's more important to me because doing that ensures that my why and my goal are being achieved. Okay? Watching TV. I get it. I love TV. If I could sit there and just binge watch shows, I would. But is that helping me? You guys remember how I asked, when was the last time you actually sat down and only focused on doing personal development? If you're distracted, if you get on a team training, all right, so our team training tomorrow, if you get on that team training tomorrow and you're sitting there on your phone, you're not paying attention. You're not giving it your all. And I get it. I all the time say, I can multitask. I can do 18,000 things at once. I try, all right? Give me some credit, damn. I really do try. But when I try and do so many different things at once, something is gonna lack. Something is gonna get messed up. Something is not going to get 100% because I'm not giving it 100%. So when you do personal development, when you go to trainings, when you message and work your business, if you are not giving it 100% because you're distracted by the TV playing in the background, then you will not receive 100% from whatever you're doing. You give what you get, and you get what you give. That's how it works. That's like physics or something. I don't know. I'm not a math person. Physics is math, right? Jesus Christ. All right. Woo! Anyways, all right. So if you can identify 3 things that you need to give up, you got to give them up cold turkey, boo. You could even put something like junk food. I know, I'm sorry. Deanna, no Reese's. That literally would break Deanna's heart. She couldn't, it's science. See, thank you. I don't know. Deanna would die if she couldn't eat Reese's. Anyways, all right. I can give you guys suggestions, but this is the last thing I'm going to ask, and then we're going to dive into a power hour. I'd love if all of you stayed on because 9 people getting on and working together and being intentional is freaking But I want to know 2 books that you want to read and finish in July. Books you want to read and finish in July. So remember, I said, and this is a goal I have for myself, but honestly, I think that because personal development is so important, that's kind of why I am giving it to you guys as well as a goal. If you don't want to do 2 books, I get it. What is 1 book and 1 podcast series that you want to listen to and read every single day? Get out of your head. Ooh. All right, so remember, I said I do one for my heart, and one for my business. Fully You. That's actually in my Audible. I'm excited to listen to it. I'm listening to Daring Greatly right now, Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. Such a good book. Guys, literally, Kendall brought up a great point. Jade Hooper, Pam Souter, and Joel Dunn, and there's probably way more, all have podcasts. And they're free. Jade Hooper podcast, so bomb. I have so many. All right, y'all get your pen and paper ready because I have so many. Just wait. Y'all want podcasts first or books? Because I could give you both. All right, we'll do podcasts. Shows. All right, ready? These are for your heart and your business. Everything I'm going to give you guys. Ready? The Ed Mylett Show. Ed Mylett. Rise with Rachel Hollis. The Rise podcast. Denise Walsh. Black Diamond Denise Walsh. She has a podcast. It's called Dreamcast. The Goal Digger. Goal. Goal. Goal Digger. Jade Hooper. Why the hell not? Pam Souter podcast. This is a new one I haven't listened to yet, but I'm excited. It is it's called Becoming Wise. Becoming Wise. And then I have another one. It's called As for Me and My House. That one's like a more like religious one. So again, that one's like for my heart. Okay. So those are on my podcast. I have a bunch of Audibles too. If you guys want some suggestions on Audible, I'm listening to Daring Greatly right now. Fully You. I have Girl Wash Your Face, Girl Stop Apologizing, The Last Arrow, Leader Shift, Atomic Habits, The Power of Now, High Performance Habits, sorry. And It Takes What It Takes. All right, so those are literally like all my Audibles that I have right now, my podcasts I listen to. So you guys can pick any of those. But if you're not going to read 2 books a month, totally get it. The average millionaire reads 2 books a month. So that's why for me, I want to be a millionaire. So I want to be like a millionaire. So I'm going to do the things that they're doing, right? I'm going to copy the right cat because that's what I want. All right. So for me, I want to read 2 books. If you guys want to read 1 book and listen to one podcast episode, is that what they're called? 1 podcast episode a day, and then like read 1 chapter a day. If there's 30 chapters, you know, whatever you got to read to finish the book in a month. So those are all great things you guys could do. All right. I'm going to stop recording, but